The Silent Declaration. The observatory at Nova Station hung like a crystal gem at the edge of the Epsilon system, its sleek, transparent domes reflecting starlight. Inside, Dr. Maya Chen adjusted the quantum telescope, her dark eyes focused on the screen as data streamed in from the nearby nebula. "Anything interesting today?" asked technician Darius Ward, sliding a steaming mug of coffee across the console toward her. Maya smiled without looking up. "Just cataloging stellar nurseries. Peaceful work." That was humanity's motto these days. Peaceful work. After centuries of conflict on Earth, humans had finally reached out to the stars with open hands instead of clenched fists. The United Earth Coalition had established scientific outposts across 12 systems, focusing on research and exploration. Military vessels existed but remained docked at Earth and Mars, a symbolic gesture of humanity's evolved perspective. Nova Station represented humanity's furthest permanent presence, a state-of-the-art research facility staffed by 96 scientists and support personnel. They studied stellar phenomena, conducted zero-gravity experiments, and searched for signs of intelligent life. The station's transparent architecture showcased Earth's new philosophy: we have nothing to hide. Maya's screen suddenly flickered. "That's strange," she murmured, tapping commands into her console. "Problem with the array." Darius leaned closer. "No, it's..." Maya's words died in her throat as the proximity sensors blared. Red warning lights bathed the observatory in crimson. Station Director Elijah Okafor's voice cut through the alarm. "Unidentified vessels approaching from Sector 7. All personnel to emergency stations." Maya and Darius exchanged glances. There were no scheduled supply ships, and no Earth vessels would arrive unannounced. "Attempting communication," announced Communications Officer Lin through the station-wide system. "Unknown vessels. This is Nova Station, a peaceful scientific outpost of Earth. Please identify yourselves." Only silence answered. Director Okafor appeared at the observatory entrance, his normally composed face tense. "Dr. Chen, activate the long-range quantum communicator. We need to alert Earth." Maya's fingers flew across the console. The quantum communicator, capable of instantaneous transmission across vast distances, was Nova's lifeline to Earth. As she initialized the system, the station shuddered. "They're scanning us," Darius said, eyes wide as he monitored the sensors. The first impact came without warning. Something struck the station's lower research module, sending a violent tremor through the structure. Alarms screamed louder. "They're attacking us." Lin's incredulous voice echoed through the comms. "But we're unarmed. We're scientists." Director Okafor grabbed the station-wide communication system. "All personnel, evacuate to emergency pods. This is not a drill." The second impact tore through the station's central hub. Maya was thrown against the console as the observatory's transparent dome cracked. Emergency bulkheads slammed down, temporarily holding back the vacuum of space. "The message," Okafor gasped, blood trickling from a cut on his forehead. "Did you send it?" Maya nodded, pulling herself up. "Quantum burst transmitted. Earth knows we're under attack." "Get to the pods," he ordered, helping Darius to his feet. "Take the research data. Earth needs to know who's doing this." As they stumbled toward the evacuation area, Maya clutched the portable data core containing years of station research. Through observation windows, she caught glimpses of their attackers. Sleek, dark vessels with organic-looking protrusions, unlike any known ship design. They moved with predatory precision, methodically targeting the station's vital systems. The evacuation bay was chaos. Some pods had already launched, while others were being filled with panicked personnel. Medical Officer Jamelin Wosu directed injured crew members into a pod, her white coat stained with blood. "We have room for 3 more," she called to Maya's group. Another explosion rocked the station. Support beams groaned, and the artificial gravity flickered. "Go!" Director Okafor pushed Maya and Darius toward the pod. I'll check the residential section for stragglers. Elijah, there's no time. Maya protested. A final devastating blast tore through the station before he could respond. Maya felt herself lifted and thrown into the pod by Darius's strong arms. The last thing she saw was Director Okafor's resolute face as the doors sealed, and then blackness as debris engulfed the view. The escape pod ejected automatically, its small engines pushing it away from the dying station. Through the viewport, Maya watched in horror as Nova Station, humanity's proud achievement, broke apart in silent explosions, bright against the darkness of space. Of the attackers, there was no sign. Why? Darius whispered beside her, his voice breaking. We were no threat to anyone. Dr. Jamila checked the pod systems with trembling hands. Communications functional. Life support stable. 8 of us made it to this pod. 8 survivors, out of 96. Maya activated the emergency beacon. This is Dr. Maya Chen of Nova Station. We are under attack by unknown forces. The station is, she faltered, watching the last intact section of Nova collapse. The station is destroyed. We require immediate assistance. The pod drifted in silence for 2 days before a UEC patrol vessel discovered them. By then, they had confirmed what they already feared. Theirs was the only escape pod that had made it out. 88 lives extinguished like candles in the void. The UEC Security Council chamber was unusually silent as Maya concluded her testimony. Her voice, steady throughout the horrific recounting, finally broke when she described Director Okafor's last moments. Admiral Helena Vasquez, head of Earth's defensive forces, was the first to speak. Dr. Chen, the data core you recovered, our analysts have studied it extensively. The attacking vessels match no known configuration in our database. Maya nodded wearily. They appeared, almost biological in design, not mechanical in the traditional sense. UEC Secretary General Omar Nasser leaned forward, and they initiated no communication, made no demands. None, sir. They appeared, scanned us, and attacked. The entire incident lasted less than 15 minutes. The Security Council exchanged glances. Earth had maintained peace for decades. Their military existed primarily for disaster response and protection against natural threats like asteroids. Not for this. Never for this. What do we know about their capabilities? Asked Defense Minister Amara Okonkwo. Admiral Vasquez activated a holographic display showing analysis of the Nova Station attack. Their weapons technology exceeds our current defensive systems. Their propulsion allowed them to approach without triggering early warning networks. Most concerningly, they targeted communications first, then life support, methodically. Not the behavior of pirates or opportunists, Minister Okonkwo observed. This was planned, executed with military precision. Secretary General Nasser's normally diplomatic face hardened. Are there any other outposts in the attacker's potential path? Horizon Station in the Tav City system, Admiral Vasquez replied. Already evacuated as a precaution, but we have 17 other research facilities across various systems, all similarly vulnerable. The implications hung heavy in the air. Humanity had deliberately chosen peaceful expansion. Their outposts were scientific in nature, minimally defended. Easy targets. Maya spoke up, her voice stronger now. I've analyzed the sensor data from before the attack. These vessels emerged from what appears to be an artificial wormhole, technology we've theorized but never achieved. The council members shifted uncomfortably. Superior weapons, advanced propulsion, controlled wormhole technology, and a willingness to attack without provocation. We need time, Defense Minister Okonkwo said. Our military has been reduced to a peacekeeping force. We're not equipped for interstellar conflict. Time is exactly what we don't have, countered Admiral Vasquez. If they're systematically targeting our outposts, we need to act now. Secretary General Nasser stood, his decision made. Admiral Vasquez, enact Protocol Lazarus. The room fell silent. Protocol Lazarus was classified at the highest level. Most people believed it was merely a contingency plan. Only those in this room knew the truth. "Sir," Admiral Vasquez acknowledged, "I'll need unanimous council approval." One by one, the 12 council members activated their consent keys. Green lights illuminated around the table. Secretary General Nassar turned to Maya. "Dr. Chen, humanity has maintained peace, but we never abandoned prudence. While publicly reducing our military, we secretly developed defensive capabilities beyond anything we've acknowledged." Admiral Vasquez's display changed to show massive underground facilities on Mars and Europa. Operation Silent Shield. For 30 years, we've been building and testing next-generation defensive systems. Ships with advanced stealth technology, weapons designed to counter threats we hoped never to face, and soldiers trained in zero-gravity combat. Maya stared at the images, momentarily speechless. All this time, we had this capability. Peace through visible restraint, security through invisible strength. Minister Okonkwo explained. "The public knows about our ceremonial fleet. They don't know about the shadow fleet." On the display, massive hangar doors opened beneath Mars' surface, revealing sleek, angular vessels unlike the bulky transport ships of Earth's public fleet. They were predators, designed for war. "We will not strike blindly," Secretary General Nassar assured her. "First, we need information. Who are they? Why attack us? Is negotiation possible? But make no mistake." His eyes hardened. "We will protect our people." Maya thought of her colleagues, of Director Okafor's sacrifice, of the peaceful work that had defined her life until now. "They think we're defenseless," she said quietly. "They think we won't fight back." Admiral Vasquez nodded grimly. "That's their first mistake." The vessel that emerged from the underground Martian facility bore no resemblance to Earth's known ships. Named Nemesis, it was a stealth reconnaissance craft designed for extended deep space operations. Its hull absorbed rather than reflected light, making it nearly invisible against the backdrop of space. Its engines left no conventional energy signature to track. Commander Sofia Diaz stood on the bridge, watching her crew prepare for departure. After years of training in secret facilities, they were finally deploying on a real mission. "All systems check complete," Commander reported her XO, Lieutenant Commander Talon Reed. "Stealth systems optimal." Sophia nodded, studying the mission briefing one final time. They would travel to the remains of Nova Station, then follow the attacker's trajectory using quantum wake detection, technology that could trace the subtle distortions left by wormhole generation. "Dr. Chen has agreed to join us," Talon added. "Her expertise on the attacker's technology will be invaluable." Maya Chen entered the bridge, now wearing the black uniform of the Shadow Fleet. Her eyes widened as she took in the advanced technology surrounding her. "Dr. Chen," Sophia greeted her. "Welcome to Nemesis." "This technology." Maya gestured at the neural interfaces and quantum computers that controlled the ship. "How did Earth develop this without anyone knowing?" "Compartmentalization," Sophia explained. "Thousands of researchers working on isolated components, never seeing the whole picture. Only a handful knew the truth." Maya studied the star chart showing their planned route. "What exactly is our mission?" "Intelligence gathering, primarily. We need to understand who attacked Nova and why. But we're fully armed if engagement becomes necessary." Sophia's expression was resolute. "Earth has chosen peace for generations. Dr. Chen, that choice was just violated in the most brutal way possible." Maya nodded slowly. "They thought we couldn't fight back." "They thought wrong," Sophia replied as the Nemesis prepared to depart. "Earth has been silent for too long. Now they'll hear our answer." The Nemesis slipped out of Mars' orbit, invisible to conventional sensors, carrying Earth's silent declaration: "Attack us, and there will be consequences." As they accelerated toward the stars, Maya Chen looked back at the blue-green sphere of Earth growing smaller behind them. Humanity had reached for the stars with open hands. Now those hands were closing into fists. The reckoning. 3 weeks after departing Mars, the Nemesis held position in the shadow of a dense asteroid field. Through the viewscreen, Commander Sophia Dias studied the alien outpost they had discovered, a massive structure resembling a jagged black lotus suspended between 3 small moons. Ships similar to those that had attacked Nova Station docked and departed regularly. "No doubt about it," Maya Chen said, analyzing the sensor readings. Energy signatures matched those from Nova's final scans. Sophia nodded. "We've found our attackers." The bridge crew worked in focused silence, gathering intelligence on the alien facility. Lieutenant Kai Santos, communications specialist, had been monitoring their transmissions. "Commander, I'm detecting patterns in their signals," he reported. "Not language exactly, but encoded pulses, possibly a form of hive communication." The aliens, which they now knew called themselves the Vectari, appeared insectoid in nature, a collective species with a complex hierarchy. The Nemesis had shadowed their patrol ships, intercepted communications, and gradually built a profile of their adversary. "What's their military capability?" Sophia asked Tactical Officer Reiko Tanaka. Reiko displayed a holographic assessment. "Superior numbers, but each individual ship is less advanced than Nemesis. Their advantage is in swarm tactics and these wormhole generators." She highlighted strange, organic-looking devices attached to their larger vessels. "They can appear anywhere without warning." Maya studied the display. "Their technology is fascinating, a blend of biological and mechanical engineering. They grow their ships rather than build them, which explains the unusual configuration," Talon Reed added. "They're not constructed, they're cultivated." Sophia considered this information. "Prepare a comprehensive report for Earth Command. We've confirmed the threat. Now we need authorization for the next phase." As the data package was prepared for quantum transmission, Maya approached Sophia privately. "Commander, I've been analyzing their communication patterns. There's something disturbing in the data." "Explain." Maya displayed her findings, a series of biological readings taken from Nova Station before the attack. "They were studying us before they attacked. Specifically, they were scanning our nervous systems, brain patterns, genetic structure. This wasn't random aggression." Sophia frowned. "They wanted information about humans specifically." "Yes, and after cross-referencing with signals we intercepted." Maya hesitated. "I believe we're looking at a harvesting operation." The implication hung in the air. The Vectari hadn't destroyed Nova Station as an act of conquest or territorial aggression. They had attacked to collect biological data, to harvest human specimens. "Send this analysis with the report," Sophia ordered, her voice tight. "Earth needs to know what we're facing." The quantum transmission was sent, encoded and compressed to an infinitesimal burst of data that traveled instantaneously across the vast distance to Earth. Now they waited. Earth's response came 12 hours later. Operation Thunderbolt authorized. Reinforcements en route. Admiral Helena Vasquez stood on the bridge of the UEC flagship Retribution as it emerged from stealth in the Ta City system. Behind her, 20 vessels of the Shadow Fleet formed up. Destroyers, cruisers, and specialized assault craft, all previously unknown to the public. "Status report," she commanded. "All ships present and accounted for, Admiral." Her XO responded. "Stealth systems functioning optimally. The Vectari have no indication of our presence." On the tactical display, the Nemesis approached from its hiding position to rendezvous with the fleet. Commander Diaz's intelligence had been invaluable. They now understood the Vectari's capabilities, communication systems, and tactical weaknesses. "Open a secure channel to all vessels," Admiral Vasquez ordered. When the channel confirmed active, she addressed her fleet. "This is Admiral Vasquez. For decades, humanity has chosen peace. We extended our hand to the stars in friendship, not conquest. The Vectari mistook this for weakness. They attacked Nova Station without provocation, harvested our people for study, and planned to continue their predation across our outposts." She paused, her face resolute. Today, they learned that humanity's restraint was a choice, not a limitation. Our mission is precise. Neutralize their harvesting capability, destroy their wormhole technology, and demonstrate that attacking Earth carries consequences. We do not seek their extinction, but they will respect our existence. Execute Operation Thunderbolt. The fleet moved into position, deploying in 3 tactical groups. The first would target the Vectaries' wormhole generators, the second would disable their weapons platforms, and the third would secure any human captives still alive in the facility. Commander Diaz and the Nemesis joined Admiral Vasquez on the Retribution. Maya Chen accompanied them, bringing her expertise on Vectari technology. Their hive communication gives them an advantage in coordination, Maya explained, but it's also a vulnerability. Disrupt the Queen's signal, and their response time suffers dramatically. Admiral Vasquez nodded. Lieutenant Commander Reed has developed signal jammers tuned to their specific frequency. We'll deploy them first. As the fleet positioned itself, long-range sensors detected increased activity at the Vectari outpost. They've sensed something, reported the tactical officer. Patrol ships are being deployed. They can feel us, but they can't see us, Admiral Vasquez said confidently. Deploy signal jammers and prepare for Phase 1. Small, drone-like devices launched from the Earth vessels, positioning themselves around the Vectari facility. When activated, they emitted precisely calibrated interference that disrupted the aliens' hive communication. The effect was immediate. The organized patrol formations became erratic. Ships collided with each other as coordination failed. They stood in silence, looking out at the stars. The Vectari had withdrawn as promised, releasing all surviving human captives. Preliminary diplomatic communications had begun, though progress was slow. Most importantly, there had been no further attacks. The public is still adjusting to the revelation of the Shadow Fleet, Sophia remarked. Some feel betrayed that such military capability was kept secret, and others feel reassured that we had protection all along, Maya countered. The universe proved more dangerous than we hoped. Beyond the window, a patrol ship moved past, visibly armed, no longer hidden. Earth had changed its approach. Open hands remained extended in peace, but the capability to form fists was now publicly acknowledged. Do you regret it? Sophia asked, being part of the response. Maya thought about Director Okafor's sacrifice, about the colleagues she'd lost at Nova Station. They attacked thinking we would stay silent, she said finally, that we would accept destruction without response. They needed to learn that humanity's choice for peace wasn't born from weakness, but strength. A communication alert sounded. Maya checked her tablet. A message from Earth's new Interstellar diplomatic corps. The Vectari had proposed a formal meeting. The first step toward understanding. They respect us now, Sophia observed. Yes, Maya agreed. But more importantly, we've maintained who we are. We defended ourselves without becoming conquerors. We showed strength without abandoning mercy. Outside the viewport, Earth's ships patrolled openly now. Protectors rather than aggressors, visible rather than hidden. The galaxy had learned an important lesson. Humanity preferred peace, but would not tolerate predation. Maya Chen turned from the window, ready to help build something new from the ashes of what was lost. They thought our silence meant weakness, she said. They learned that even the quietest species can roar when threatened. Behind her, the stars continued their silent vigil, witnessing humanity's evolution as they extended further into the cosmos, with open hands, but no longer defenseless.